people who have nervous issues, they will feel numbness and tingling. So we might have to check if they do have any numbness tingling down toward the arm and hands. Push down, and then I push this arms down. Do you feel the stretching here?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, just like this. Okay. And then I put my 2 fingers down below the armpit here. Then I can feel this 2 finger, put it on top of the crocodile process. Then we can grab the whole muscle belly for penguin. Like this.
So your thumbs are in the armpit, right?
Yeah, my thumbs are under the armpits here. Right here, under the armpit. And then my second and third fingers on top of the crocodile process. Tendon moving right here. So this is all the tight tendon, Jostling tendon. And just open it up like this. So one hand is going to be on to the bicep tendon right here. Down. I'm gonna check if it's bicep issues or not. Bicep is okay, right? There's no tension in the bicep here, but it's just like a little bit of tension on top of this part. We can do a little bit of traction in here to joint mobilization. So I do slight abduction and then pushing down to open up some spaces here. Abduction and pull down. Okay, a little stretching on me. How's it feel?
That's good.
Okay. And then come back up. And stretching down. So I think you guys can see that how I move my bodies. I'm kind of using my whole bodies to massage. Like I just leaning forward, reinforces here. Pushing down. Rather than just holding in a one spot too long, I just do a little bit of passive movement as well. Yeah, so we do like a little bit of rotation, passive movement. Obviously, we don't want to do this into people who have like frozen shoulder, like first or second stages. Probably don't want to do this in first frozen shoulder person, but yeah. But people who have a really tight, just a pec, like the germ, so we can work on this kind of technique as well. And then down again. Yeah, still so tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's chronic.
It is.
Is it, right?
Yeah.
What if you don't want to hyperextend your wrist like you are right now?
Oh, like then you can do like this. Yeah, if you don't want the hyperextension. Or you can use your the fist. Yeah, just use a fist. Yeah. Because some people, yes, I have really flexible joints as well, so I don't really feel any discomfort. But if anyone who feels discomfort on TFCC or have issues with wrist extension, then you can just use your knuckles and then your fist to open it up. That's better. Good. I'm just gonna check one more time. How's it feel?
That's good.
And then there's no clicking feeling anymore. So with that little bit of the passive movements and stretching, it also really beneficial to release the tight muscles too. And then after that, I can feel scaling.
Yeah.
Scaling. This tight. Yeah, same thing. You put your fingers right up here and stretching the scaling. So you see that my other hand is going to be underneath of the cervical spine here. So grab this part, hold here, and stretching this muscle like this. And then I do gentle transitions for spine, cervical spine right here. So my fingers are gonna look like this in the bottom of the spine, and then I just do this kind of movement, like yeah. So like it's like this. I'm just gonna pushing your spine forward like this. The reason why I do this is because I kind of want to see how spaces in between the spine has. So sometimes like people who had a decompressed nerve, there are spaces like the between of the spine is like really narrow. So we try to kind of open up the spaces by just doing this. So a little bit of jostling like this, but I'll be able to feel that, okay, so this part is so narrow, right? You can feel it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this part is so narrow, and then I just do a little bit of a traction here. Yeah, so my finger now changed into this way, and then I bring it higher up and pushing towards me. Oh, so try to open up the space. You guys learn joint mobilization in Temple, right?
Not for
For
the neck.
peripheral,
Oh,
for arms.
not yet. Okay.
We want spinal disc term.
Okay. I don't think school in class they will teach this kind of specific technique. Probably they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, use the towels and the pull,
It's more of an
right?
arm, yeah.
But I like doing this one better than, because sometimes if you put like a towels around in the face and an ear, sometimes like clients feel that their ears and the foreheads they kind of pull.
Usually hurts the ears, yeah.
Yeah, ears. Well, some people have an earring as well. It's a really uncomfortable feeling. So I just like to do it like this and just pull towards towards me. Then you're gonna feel that the spines are open, right? And then we can make this neck height a little bit more longer. Yeah, and taller. Yes. Okay. And then pec minor. So if you want to do pec minor trigger point, so after this movement, stretchings, warming up the tissues first, and then if you really wanted to dig in that muscles, I'm just gonna pushing that muscle tension and just hold. And then same thing, I can use my lunge postures to using my whole body weight, and then just lean it forward, but I drop my shoulders down. So I do some retraction and then just push a little bit more forward. Like here, we can do active pin and stretching. So I can ask my clients to open up their chest like this, and then they can move their arms down, and you can just repeat this movement 5 to 7 times. Yeah, there you go. 1, 2. Do you feel stretching?
Mm-hmm.
Good. 3. And 4. While he's doing this stretching, I can also move my fingers around and then feel which part is most tight. So right now it's right here. This part is like the most tight part. Right on here. You feel it? Rather than top here, I feel more tight in the underneath of the armpit. Okay, you can just move around. Good. Alright. Yeah, like the inner parts right here. Okay. Good. Good. So you can also support their hands as well, like this. So this hand is gonna be holding right the muscles, but this hands you can just follow their movement. You don't need to like holding and help them when they do active release, but I can just like safety issues, like can just guide them. Last one more. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And then we can just clear up. I like the sandwich skills. So we start from nice and good approach, find the tight spot first, and then we go deeper down. So we warm up the tissues first, and then we work on the trigger point. Now I can feel the muscles are so relaxed. It's like it's not tight anymore, and then we can just clear up. So that's a sandwich. I say sandwich. So superficial, deep, and superficial, right? Some students they just like dig into the like deeper muscle. They're like using the elbow and then like work on it without any warm up, without any finishing and clear. So I want you guys to actually put like the superficial things in the between of the deep tissue massage. Good. Yeah, and then the neck feels much better. I can feel that you do have more spaces in here. Good. And then your SCCM feels much better too. I always check after the treatments. Okay, so check. Okay, if your SCCM feels better, levator scap feels better, pec minor feels better, and bicipital groove area feels better, and done. Okay. Any question?